Welcome to episode 1 of me teaching you everything you need to know about sprint cars. Today's episode is going to be based around the suspension system on sprint cars, which is arguably the most important mechanic of a sprint car. If you're not familiar with what a sprint car is, sprint cars are 950 horsepower dirt cars that we race on dirt ovals anywhere from quarter mile to half mile that only weigh around 1,400 pounds, giving them an insane power to weight ratio. But whether you're running a 305, 360, or 410, power is nothing if you can't put it down. And that's where these guys come in. Now, what do the shocks and torsion bars really do in a sprint car? Now, starting with your shocks, they're going to come with a rebound switch and a compression switch. Compression is going to control how fast your shock goes down, and rebound is going to control how fast your shock comes back up. Now, with these cars being so light with so much power, it's going to make weight transfer extremely important. And these are going to control how fast or slow that happens. Now, if your left rear shock is compressing too quickly and not rebounding fast enough, you're going to have no grip on corner exit. And if your right rear shock is not compressing fast enough and rebounding too quickly, it's going to have the same effect. Now, vice versa, if your left rear shock is not compressing fast enough and rebounding too quickly, the car's going to get all bound up. And that's why it's important to take the time to dial in your shock package no matter where you go. Now onto the torsion bars. Now, torsion bars basically act as a type of spring for your rear and front end, but instead of compressing, they twist. Now, you'll see here when I put any sort of pressure on the rear end of this car, that torsion bar is going to twist. Now, torsion bars are basically going to set the baseline of how rigid or soft your sprint car is. For example, let's say you go to a big half-mile track like Eldora where there's lots of wing speed and downforce, you're probably going to want a stiffer bar to make sure the car doesn't compress too much and get out from under you. And on the other hand, if you go to a little quarter-mile track where there's not tons of wing speed, you may want a softer bar to help the car load and stay planted. So there's lots of different variables that come with your suspension system depending on what kind of track you're at, and that's why it's super important to have your suspension package dialed. You guys let me know in the comment section if I missed anything important on this segment, and comment what you guys want me to go over next. Peace.